Hi guys, we are Cyber Kids, organizing a project called Stranger Danger. The purpose of this project is to build awareness about online danger towards children among the society. This project hopes to reduce the vulnerability of young kids being exposed to online threats and also promote the method of protection for the victims in the current society's digital world.
Okay. So last question from me. So can you tell us what is the importance of online safety?
Highly important, all right, because online safety protects users from harm by the devices or networks through awareness, education, information, and technology. Okay, so it is important to be aware of the nature of possible threats that you can encounter whilst engaging activities through internet. That's why it's highly important that we know uh, uh, online safety.
What is a predator? An online predator is an action of luring young children and teenagers through the internet where there is explicit sexual exchanges, jokes about physical violence and assaults, aggression, and even using secret codes like ASL as in age, sex, and location. The predators can easily reach the children through their social networking sites and messaging services to recognize potential victims, gather personal information, and make contact. There is a 40-year-old man named Nathan Larson, who is infatuated with children and sex. Due to the pandemic, whereby kids stay at home and are online 24/7, he was in contact with a 12-year-old girl in California for 2 months for her to sneak off with him and pick up the girl outside her home in the early morning at 2:30 a.m. before the police caught up to them during a layover in Denver. Additionally, Larson was involved in the case of online coercion, sexual exploitation of a minor, receiving child pornography, kidnapping, and transporting a minor across state lines with the intent of engaging in sexual activity that made him face a possible life sentence. Based on NBC News Digital, it was reported that on 14 June 2017, a sixth grader girl at Copeland named Mallory Grossman took her life after being cyberbullied by her classmates. Mallory's mother, Grossman, said that Mallory began suffering harassment and bullying at school last October. It got to the point where Mallory didn't want to go to school and also suffered from chronic headaches, stomach aches, and not to mention, Mallory's grades also plummeted, but the school focus seemed to be strictly on academics. They weren't concerned with her emotional health. For months, Mallory received texts, Snapchat, and Instagrams from her classmates saying that she was a loser and she had no friends and even told her to kill herself. This led Mallory's life tragically ended when her own classmates used this cell phone to drive her into this tragedy. It is important to understand how children are exposed to these online dangers. In general, perpetrators take advantage of children's use of social networking sites and messaging services to recognize their potential victims as well as to gather personal information. If a child's social networking is not secure, perpetrators can go as far as getting in contact with the children, putting them in danger. A common situation is predators who manage to enter chat rooms or infiltrate social media using fake profiles to find young children. As children are more vulnerable, the predators usually disguise themselves by pretending to be the same age and befriend them for future.
Parents, they are the leaders in a family, right? So uh, parents base automatically need to become an internet leader themselves first. Okay, so we can practice these tip of becoming an internet leader, which is the TIP, the tip of becoming internet leader to protect the kids. At the same time, setting an example for others to follow. So one is TIP. Okay? TIP, the T stands for thinker, okay, which is being able to identify threats and dangers that lurks in the online world, whilst implying best practices to overcome the issues, right? So T for thinker. So I inspire, setting a good example by projecting positive vibes in the use of digital devices and online platforms to inspire others. The keyword here is a positive inspiration. So that's for I, inspire. So the last one will be P, proactive. which means keeping a consistent momentum towards creating a digital resilient family. So that is what proactive means basically. It means that parents needs to be consistent in terms of implying the best practices and um, setting an example to the children, not just a one-time show or a one-week show. It needs to be consistent. So that is the TIP in becoming an internet leader.